Hey, what's up guys? My name is Crimson, and today I'm going to be going over what unusual effects, cosmetics, and maps I think that should be added in this year's Scream Fortress update. Personally, I'm pretty hyped about this update because, well,
Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
there's so much great stuff added to the workshop this year, and I'm really hoping that some of these make it into the game. So this video is going to be me going through those items and giving you my opinion and what I think should be added. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'll start off with the cosmetics. So I'm going to start off with the Grim Garb set. This thing looks incredible. I mean, just look at it. It's like some Dracula form of like cosmetic set for the medic. Like, look at that. The paint region's awesome. It fits awesome. It really does fit the medic's theme. I think it would be a really good addition to the game. I mean, it just looks so cool. Come on. Next on my list is the Hackett jacket. I have wanted this thing for so long for the Scout. Like, any form of jacket that looks like this. This is obviously inspired from the new Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever game that's coming out, or is already out. I have no idea. But I've wanted a jacket like this so long for the Scout. It's unbelievable. And they're finally, like, we're having the opportunity to get it. Please, Valve, add this. I want it. I will die if I don't get it. Probably not, but just please. This looks so good. Oh, dear Lord, why? Why have you abandoned us? Oh, no. Oh, no. So here's the mushroom cap. This thing's just outright ridiculous. It's meant to be funny. This is right out of Super Mario, if you didn't know already, and I think this is amazing. It's comical. I think it fits the TF2 theme pretty well. We already have like the plumber's cap, so I don't think this would be too far off to ask for, so yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Scout, Toad, sounds good to me. So next up we have the... Nope. I'm just gonna skip this one. Nope, please. What the hell is that? So next up we have the Know-It-All Ball. This thing looks sick. I don't know about you, but in my opinion, I love this thing. I love the theme of fantasy and magic, which pretty much sums up Scream Fortress, so why not? I mean, we already have like the Flatliner and stuff, which is animated for hats without unusual effects. And like, if you can dye this thing with the colors, that's just sick. So I think we should go for it. Like, why not? So here we have the Children of the Black Stars. This thing might have mixed opinions, but in my opinion, I really like it. I like how it's paintable, it's all glass, and I think an unusual one of this would go for a lot. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but it just gives me this whimsical vibe that I really like. Just seems kind of like fantasy. I know how, like, we already have all the exquisite rack and antlers and whatever, but I'm a fan of it. I think this should be added. So next up is the Kits delivery service. Special delivery. So I really like this thing. It's all glass. It's one of those follow-away things, which is a lot different than everything else that I'm going to be covering in this video, but I think it's pretty unique, and just the overall feel of like the cat, the black cat with the witch's hat and the broom following you, I think that's pretty cool. And the hat's paintable too, which is an added bonus, so yeah, I think we should go for it. This is really cool. So here we have Jack's haircut. I really like this thing. The Scout, like, usually when we have haircuts, it's super messy and just looks kind of like sweaty, in my opinion. So I like this change. It has like the beard, it has the cigarette. You compare it with the gray bands and that. Like, just the mat. That's, except for the guitar, that's 3 cosmetics. I think that looks awesome. That actually kind of looks like me. So yeah, I like it a lot. I think this would be really cool. So here we have the healing drone. This thing comes in 2 styles, one white cross. I don't know the name of the other one, but it's open, kind of like this right here. This thing is a reference to RoboCop, I believe, and I think this is awesome. With the medic, we don't really have anything like this. Usually it's just like the beard or like mask region, so this is really unique. I think this should be added to the game. This looks awesome. And now the final cosmetic I'm going to be going over is the Embalmer. This is like one of my favorite cosmetics I've ever seen. I really hope this gets added. It's like Anubis, if you don't know that. But I think having a new spy mask, like besides the No Mercy or the Party Phantom, would be amazing. And this just looks incredible. Like, I really want this added. People I know, like, add this for the medic is gonna be like a furry thing. Yeah, no, please just don't do that. I think having this for spy only just fits, and I like it a lot. So as the time of this video was made, There's only really one taunt that I really liked, so I'm just going to show that one. There's most likely going to be more taunts that come up in the future, but as of right now, this is the only one that I like. Okay, here we have the Marasmium Leviosa. It's a reference to a certain movie. I actually really like this taunt. This is really cool. I think that having any Halloween effect with this would be super fitting. Unfortunately, you can't really go back and get those effects, but yeah, just if the new effects work with this, that would be sick. And future effects too, but like look at that. You don't even need an unusual effect. It already like illuminates itself. Like they had a really nice animation with it from SFM. I'm not sure if you can move around with it or not, but it's all class. It looks clean. Some people would say it's like the zoom in broom, but yeah, I really like it. I think it's cool. I like the magic stuff if you can't tell already. Segue into unusual. Alright, so actually, I'm going to start this off with my favorite unusual effect first. This is the Emissary from Beyond. I love this thing. I have no words. This is so unique than any other unusual effect that we have in the game right now. Like, just imagine this with a Bonzo the All-Knowing, like with a purple or green. That would look so cool. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about this. This is unique. It looks awesome. It's noticeable. Let's get this in the game. So here we have Spellwind. This is probably like my first or second favorite unusual taunt that I've ever seen. Like, I like the last year's unusual effects for the taunts, and I like the mystic kind of stuff. I like the sparkles. I like the books flying around. That looks sick. I think they have this right. I think the zoom in broom will look the coolest. Like, it'll fit this the best. This Crone's Dome, yeah, they have this covered. I think this would be awesome. So here we have Resonation. I think that this is basically a Tesla coil done right. It's like a really glorified sunbeams with some electricity that's blue coming out of it. I really like this thing. This is vibrant, looks kind of crazy in a good way. This is super noticeable. I like this thing a lot. I think it looks clean, and yeah, good addition to the game. So next up we have Creepy Crawlies. This thing is so much different than any other unusual taunt that we have in the game currently. Like, opposed to how they're normally just on the floor, this one actually covers your body and interacts with it, which is really unique. So next up we have Crowning Wind. This thing is sick. It's just basically like Arcana or Spellbound, but just taken to a whole nother level. This, like, the colors are unique, it's vibrant, it's, again, like, all over the place, which I really like. I think this will combo really well with other unusual effects. Like, imagine seeing an Arcana or Spellbound combo with this. Like, especially the purple one with, like, Spellbound. That'd be so cool. Yeah, having this with energies or something, I think this would be a really good addition to the game. This is really cool. So for the next unusual taunt, I have Spectral Escort. This thing is so unique. This is crazy. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Like, this is really cool. I know people will probably have mixed feelings about this, but just take a moment to appreciate that. It's just so much different than anything we have right now. I think this would be really cool. So for the next unusual effect, I have Cosmic Constellations. This is up there. This is pretty reminiscent of the, what's it called? Like Fifth Dimension or something, but I think this is pretty unique actually. It's a little different. Like, you see how the constellations form and it creates like the TF logos and the different stuff, and I really like it. This is cool. So here we have the unusual weapon casting. I think this is really cool. I love this. I think that it could be a little better done, just a little bit more completed looking with more colors like green or purple. But I think this concept is awesome. If this were to be added, like, for this it doesn't work, maybe it like lower or something, like about the base of the handle. But I think like for like this, look at that. That's really cool. Like, obviously this needs some work. It wouldn't fit with all weapons, but yeah, I think this is a really cool concept. Alright, and here we have Personal Hell. It sounds pretty heavenly if you ask me. But no, honestly, this is really cool. I like this concept. I think it's kind of like the same as the previous one, or I could just use a little bit of work, just some finalization to it, but I think this concept's really cool. So here we have Blood Moon. I am a huge fan of a Cloudy Moon and Harvest Moon, but unfortunately those effects are just kind of skyrocketing in price. And Cloudy Moon, like, it's the cheaper one of the two, but it's just, it's kind of hard to see. I like it, it's a great effect, but we're missing a red moon. I think that would be a really cool effect. I don't know if that'll go in or not, because like red and blue team, that would be a little confusing, but it looks really cool. And the final unusual effect I'm going to be going over, and my personal favorite, lunar mists. This thing is sweet looking. There's no other way to put it. This is my favorite unusual effect I've ever seen, hands down. I'm getting this if this gets added in the game. This looks great. Spells? Am I right? So, I know this is kind of an odd one, but here we have the Halloween spell, Haunted Healing. I don't know if all of you know what spells are, but in TF2, a while, like way back when, we used to have spells that you could pick up during Scream Fortress, and like, yeah, you could just apply them to weapons, hats, and it'd apply different like cosmetic changes. And one that we're missing is healing. So I think this would be a really cool thing to add to the game. I don't know. Spells Scream Fortress 2020 question mark. And now the last but not least, the maps. So for the first map, we have Hearth. This is a capture the flag map. It doesn't look like it, but it is. And I think this is really cool. It's pretty similar to what we have already. Like, we have that mansion map, I don't know what it's called. It has like the Headless Horseman and stuff. But yeah, this is pretty cool. We really just need a new map update. We need some sort of content. That's it. We're kind of desperate at this point, Valve. Just please do something. Here we have Spellway. This is the King of the Hill map. I think it's really cool. Like over here, I don't know if you saw it or not. It's kind of like, reminds me of like a Frankenstein's kind of lab. I like the trees, I like how it's indoor. I like how it can go outdoor too. Again, that same kind of design inside. But you know what, I think it's pretty fitting for Halloween. It really sets it apart. And here we have Farmageddon. It's kind of funny, the name. I thought might be changed. Just my opinion. But here we have like these different zombies or something. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we have this giant pumpkin boss thing. It's pretty unique. We don't have anything really like this in the game at the moment. I think it could use some work. Like, that looks really cool. I don't know what this is, but it gets me kind of excited. And here we have Scarab for the final map. In my opinion, this is my favorite. This is pretty similar to Oasis from Overwatch, but I really like it. And I think it would really fit that kind of like Anubis mask that we went over earlier. We don't have any maps that are similar to this in TF2, so I think this would be a really cool change to have. If this could stay in the rotation all year, I would be so happy. I mean, I get we have one map or two maps that are kind of like this, but this is like Arabic and stuff. This is different. I'd really like to see this in the game. And that should be everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Maybe at Halloween, I don't know. You can go now. Oh, are you still here? You can go. Thanks for watching. You can just hear my cat and family in the background. I don't know what I'm doing. Why are you still here? You can go. Alright, bye. I said bye.